Hey, it's Dan Morales. This is Homebuyer Radio. I believe this is episode 121. So last week what we did is we actually pushed a video podcast again. And I'll tell you why we did that. We did that because normally when I record this podcast, I've been recording it lately. There's a video piece to it, right? But there's also the audio piece. Well, last week I forgot to hit record when I did the audio piece, so I didn't have the audio file. So in the interest of time, I pushed a video file out. So if you wonder why we did a video podcast last week, that's why. Hey, normally when I do these, I'll do probably 4 or 5 of them at a time. Sometimes just depends on what we've got going on. It just turned out that this week when I did these, I just got back from vacation, and so I had a little bit of time. I wanted to get into the office here and just get started on some stuff. So I recorded a bunch of these. So if you're watching the video podcast, you'll notice I'm in a t-shirt and I look a little darker than what I normally do because I was down in some sunshine with my better half. That was just an awesome trip and an awesome vacation. And now just getting kind of back in the saddle as we get ready to really hit the spring and summer housing market really hard. Now, one of the things I want to talk about this week in episode number, I believe, 121, is I want to talk about if you've been pre-approved and just, I think what happens a lot of times, and I see this with clients, you start to get disappointed, okay? So you're somebody who is buying for the first time and you've been through this process of getting pre-approved and you're all excited and you're ready to go and you've been looking at houses and you've been writing offers and you lose on an offer and you've lost on a house multiple times and you just start to become discouraged and, wonder like, gosh, maybe this just isn't our time. Maybe we shouldn't be doing this now. We're not winning on any of the offers that we write and so on. I just want to encourage you, okay? This week, I just really want to give you a kind of a message of encouragement, okay? As somebody who has done this since 1991, I have worked with hundreds, if not thousands, of clients over the years. And, one of the things that I always tell folks is, when a deal doesn't come together, there's usually a reason why, right? Like, for whatever reason, it didn't come together and it didn't work out. And that's okay. That doesn't mean, that you should be discouraged, although, for a lot of us, we would be. It just means that the right house hasn't come, right? The right house at the right time hasn't hit. And oftentimes, I'll have clients that will go through and, they really loved a house, couldn't get it to come together. And lo and behold, a month, 2 months later, a house that they like even better comes together for them than the one that they were looking at. So, sometimes it's hard to see in the midst of, the struggle, if you will. The struggle is real when it comes to buying a house. In the midst of that struggle, it can be difficult to see those opportunities, that are still there in the marketplace. It is a very competitive marketplace. That's one of the reasons why I really harp on you really have to have a good, experienced, and seasoned realtor, okay? A good, seasoned, and experienced realtor helps you in multiple ways. One of them is going to be they're going to help you to craft your offer in such a way that you have the highest likelihood of winning in a competitive situation. But the other thing I think that oftentimes goes overlooked as part of this process of having a really good seasoned realtor is the reputation that realtor has with other realtors. Because if a realtor who's representing the seller of a property has, let's just say, 5 different offers, and yours is one of those 5 offers, and yours was presented by a realtor who has a well-known reputation for being able to get transactions done, being good to work with, and so on, versus, let's say, 4 other realtors who are newer, unknown, unproven, they don't have a reputation, and so on. Oftentimes, that realtor is going to be more inclined to encourage the seller to give a stronger look at your offer. That's especially true if your offer is crafted in such a way that it is just better than everybody else's offer, and or the terms are crafted in such a way that it makes more sense for the seller to take that offer. If you combine, a really strong offer with a really good realtor who has a really good reputation, all of those things are things that would help you to win in a competitive situation. So there's a reason why I harp on, you really need to have a really good realtor who has a really good reputation, because I can tell you, and I can tell you that's true with lenders too. I can tell you I have a couple of agents that we work with locally. We consistently win deals when we're going up against other people in a multiple offer situation because the reputation of the realtor and the reputation that I have are so good or so great in the marketplace that people will favor our offers because they know we're going to close on time, and everything's going to come together how it should come together. So, it's really important you work with people who know what they're doing and can get a deal done and get it together. I can tell you, as I work with more and more clients throughout the country, we continue to, show ourselves strong, if you will, to be able to get transactions closed on time and with the right structures and taking care of our clients and just making sure we're doing things the right way. But, make sure you're working with a good, solid agent. If you don't have a good, solid agent, I've got a network of agents I can get you connected with throughout the country that are good, reputable agents in their marketplaces that know what they're doing and can help you throughout this process. Hey, my name is Dan Morales. I go by Dan the Mortgage Man. You can find me online at danmorales.com. That's DANMORALEZ.com. Phone number is 616-931-4629. My MLS number is 709-729. And, of course, North Point Bank is an equal housing lender.